Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays a Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We did fine on the last episode. We got stuff done as Cain. We unlocked Abel, aka what a snooze. We could do greedier, but we kind of got to make up the difference here. You know what? Eden, negative, with a side of Hush if possible. Start with the coupon. Great rate of fire. My face is broken. It's just a mustache. JS V9 C9 F3 and paralysis. So how you doing? There we go. We get to move again. This is tough. Right off the bat. I love our stats, by the way. Speed, even damage, but especially rate of fire are all up there as far as like above average stats go. But the real problem right now is the fact that I had to give up a Guppy item. I love Guppy's head, but the coupon, as much as I think that the coupon is a much worse item than Guppy's head, it's arguably, and I guess we'll, you know, the facts will come to bear that here, hopefully, arguably much better if you get it a lot earlier. So we got it super early. We will take anti-grav, mostly just to get this ridiculous Dr. Manhattan cosplay going. But yeah, you know, if we use coupon properly, it could conceivably give us a bunch of free items. It also works on deals with the devil. It's a little bit more exciting than Guppy's head. Guppy's head is like the item you settle for. It's the item you go, well, you know, this run's approaching the end of its existence. We're gonna need a little extra damage, if not now, then when? We get a bomb to start with. I don't think we want to reroll any of this yet. Oh my god, there was nothing of value there. That's annoying. We might not get another charge here, but we gotta, you know, keep an eye out regardless. If we can get a couple of good... Let me put it this way. You know, this is like Journey's Don't Stop Believing. Our run has started. We're a small town girl living in a lonely world. We want to take that midnight train anywhere. We don't want to take the, you know, 9 a.m. into the city. Working for the man every night and day. Look, I'm mixing metaphors here, but the point is... We're gonna bet on potential instead of betting on certainty. Because certainty right now is kind of boring. Potential could be anything. It could even be certainty. Oh, I dodged right into that. That being said, the run is strong already. It doesn't need Guppy's head to be strong. Plus we got Rodden Baby, which is kind of like a passive Guppy's head, sort of. Torn Photo probably... Wait a minute, never mind. Torn Photo did do something for us. We have a ridiculously high rate of fire. Like, much higher than you would ever expect for a first floor, especially with the amount of damage we got, which is, you know, above average in and of itself for floor 1. Unlikely we're going to get another charge, but I think we have an obligation to ourselves to at least take a look. Maybe we can get an arcade as well. Only takes a second to break all these poops, so... I had one of those mornings, like, I woke up, I pulled something in my neck, like, right off the bat. I don't know what it is about the human body, but... You know, a neck strain is like the worst pain, or at least the most annoying pain, because it's like a 1 out of 10, but it's a 1 out of 10 permanently. Like, I'm sitting all weird in my chair here. My posture's all affected, but I know it's gonna be fine in like a day. But I still can't help myself. I'm trying to like grab my neck in the reverse, nice, in the reverse Steven Seagal here, and then, you know, twist it in the hopes that, I don't know, by wrenching my neck violently in one direction, it'll somehow alleviate the pain. Seems unlikely. Why? Yeah. That's why, like, if I was designing humans, step 1, no neck. That sounds like a shot at my co-host. It's not intended to be. I don't mean no Nicholas. I mean no neck. The neck is just... It's just there to annoy you. You might say, oh, you know, it allows you to turn your head. Nah, we'll just put it on, like... We'll just put your head in the center of your chest. Then you can turn your hips if you want to. Ah, that's bad damage. We need this deal with the devil. Thank God we got the Spirit Heart back there to begin with, but we need this deal with the devil. A lot of things I would change. Or I would change, I should say. No tube in the human body would have 2 purposes. Every tube would have 1 purpose. It's the difference between an old school fountain drink and a Coca-Cola freestyle machine. Well... Should've not used my bomb, but... It's not like we didn't get a reward out of it anyway. I don't want more than 1 fluid coming out of the same nozzle. If I was remaking the human body, we'd have different nozzles for different fluids. And for different purposes of all variety, you know? When you drink, the liquid goes down a different tube than the food goes down, which is a different tube than the air goes down, and you know, you get the idea. The general gist of it at the very least. Okay, let's open this up. We don't really want any of this, to be honest with you. We just don't. In fact, we obviously, in case it's not abundantly clear, we also do not want the item room item, which is just Giga Fart. Or is that... No, it's Kidney Bean, the Love Toots. Stop that. We still need... No. Careful. We still need, to get our deal with the devil here. We don't have the... No! Teleporting enemies. I'm sorry I played so bad, but it's... My neck, ow, it's not doing very well right now. I can't even pretend to use that excuse, unfortunately. I've been lucky. I've never had a bad back. Occasionally, you know, I'll wake up a little weird, tweak something in my back, and for like an hour or two, it's not out of commission, but like not in a great spot. But, neck, ever since I was like in my early teenage years, some days you just wake up wrong, and all of a sudden you got 24 hours of looking like Quasimodo. Well, let's try this. No secret room, but we did get the nickel. We'll take these. We don't need compost. Like, it might not necessarily be bad with Rotten Baby, but coupon is cooler. Now, we could still get extraordinarily lucky and get a deal with the devil. We didn't. I still don't think there's a purpose to using coupon. It would be better if we could reroll the contents of our shop, but that's okay. Hello, Ruka. Please don't jump on my lap. It'll tweak my vestigial appendage here. I don't understand the purpose of a neck. There's just some parts of the human body that I think, like... Maybe it's just because I've been watching too much Game of Thrones, but it feels like the neck is just there to be cut off. Why don't we just put the head somewhere that's a little safer? Like, your brain should be, like, inside of your... You know, your chest cavity or something like that. Just make it a little harder for the executioner to get you. Same thing I always... The neck in particular, not just for the, you know, attaching the head to the body sort of deal, but, you know, you got a jugular vein right there as well. You could trip and fall, catch it on a rusty fence post or something like that, you're out of commission. We gotta embed that stuff. You're telling me the appendix is, you know, sealed within my thoracic cavity, more or less? My jugular veins just hanging out? My femoral artery? Just waiting to get hit by a renegade skateboarder? Please. Bighorn dying relatively quickly here is a pretty good sign that our damage is amazing, which, to be fair, we already knew, but still. Alright, sure, we'll take a free Mom's Knife. Does it ruin our tier synergy? Yeah, to some extent, but I will always take the opportunity to take Mom's Knife, especially, you know, early on in the game here. In the save, I should say, because we've never actually... or I shouldn't say we've never seen it, but we've seen it so little that I certainly don't feel bad about it. Mind you, it does hamper the synergy somewhat. Actually, it's kind of bad. Our rate of fire has extended our range so much early on that it's actually kind of hard to hit enemies. But, you know, I think we'll find a way to live with it, is my guess. You know what would be like the perfect amalgamation right now is like a quad shot or a triple shot. Make it so we can have like a faster ability to shoot directly in front of us instead of way off in the distance. No, we don't really want that. And also potentially triple or quadruple the amount of damage done, so we don't really need that. We will still check this, and I think Infamy and a dime that's top of the line is probably worth it. What we're really looking for is like coupon restock or something like that. Which sounds like the name of a wide receiver in the NFL. You know, now suiting up for the Kansas City Chiefs coupon restock. I could see it. You might think that sounds ridiculous or even borderline offensive. I want you to remember there's a New York Giants receiver, Pittsburgh Steelers receiver, called Ha Clinton Dix. So, think before you speak, lest you acquiesce yourself. Sorry for the bad joke. It's just, you know, my neck hurts so much. I can't make head-turning comedy when I can't even turn my own head. I have completely forgotten what the backpack does. Extra active item room. That's right. Then with control, we can switch between them. So actually, this is awesome because we can use... Oh, no, but Mama Mega can only be used on one floor. Does it open? I'm trying to think. It definitely opens the Hush floor. But we're going to make the Hush fight already, probably. I think you just use it right off the bat. Finding the secret rooms. Pretty much clear out the whole floor by itself. Start generating charges. Can't get in there yet. Thought I was going to get hurt there, actually. I'm going to stick with the monkey's paw. I'm just a little bit concerned about our potential HP situation here. But otherwise, I think we're in a good spot. It would be nice to be able to use Mega Mom more frequently, but, you know, it is what it is. This is double paralysis. GB bug. I always think that it's missing no, and then I'm disappointed when it's not. Sadly, not much we can do about that right now. 3 pills, though. Bad trip. That stinks. I can see forever. Tears up. We definitely do not need a tears up, but it could be worse. I would like some red hearts, please. I would like some blue hearts, please. I would like that to not be a joke pill, please. We can't actually get over to any of these either because they blew up from like the inside out, which is a strange expression to say. It sounds a lot more violent than it actually is, but I mean, this is a violent video game. Better not bring your kids. This is rated M for mature, maybe even AO for adults only. Should be IO, intellectuals only, like Rick and Morty, right? I know, it's like the... I'm not trying to just piggyback on the, you know, DAE Rick and Morty meme. I feel bad about the Szechuan sauce stuff. Not because I was part and parcel to it, but... You know, I sort of made fun of Rick and Morty, like, you know, a year ago, before it was cool, because the community was really, I wouldn't say aggressive, but they evangelized the media property that they enjoyed a great deal. And I kind of take pleasure in ribbing that because I'm a jerk, I suppose. But I feel bad for Rick and Morty fans who are not out of their minds, which again is probably like 99.999% of them. You're getting, you know, slandered because a small subset of your community are being jerks to McDonald's employees, or were recently jerks to McDonald's employees at the very least. That annoys me, but I didn't want to just leave the floor. I wanted to see what we could get. But baby, I feel you in particular because, you know, I'm a Vancouver Canucks fan. What does the average hockey fan know about the Vancouver Canucks? That annoys me a great deal as well. Well, you know, the city rioted when they lost in Game 7 back in 2011. Thanks, Mama Mega. I really appreciate this. Thanks so much for your help. Nice loss. Are you gonna riot? Dude! You know, a few hundred jerks ruin it for everybody else. I ain't never rioted in the city. I wait patiently in line like everybody else for my coffee in the morning. I don't just start looting at the drop of a hat. Haven't you heard the expression? I'm not looting. Any community can do it, man. It happens. So I feel for you. I mean that sincerely. Not to mention, I watched some Rick and Morty like 2 nights ago. I was doing an assignment. I had the television on. I said, what am I going to watch? The 2008 cyber thriller Untraceable has just finished. It was about 72 minutes long, which is always a bad sign for a movie. Watched a few episodes of Rick and Morty, Richard and Mortimer. And you know what? I was like, this is a funny show. Do you have to be an intellectual to understand it? No, of course not. That's ridiculous. And the rest of you, you know, the ones, you know, posting on forums, being all like, you got it. Who's your Rick? Or sorry, who's your Morty? I've taken it on me to bring a Morty under my wing. Cool it. You guys are being weird. It's a very strange... Rick is not the protagonist of Rick and Morty. Just because he's smart doesn't mean he's like a good person. Being a good person is more important than being smart. I know a lot of smart people who are complete jerks. I might even classify myself amongst them. Which is how you know I'm a nice guy. Anybody that classifies themselves as a jerk has got to be a stand-up individual, right? It's much better to be a Morty than a Rick, except for the whole sex robot thing. I don't know, that was getting a little weird. I'm not trying to kink shame, but did have a child with a robot. Regardless. You do have to be an intellectual to watch the NLSS, though. That's just the darn truth. We make a lot of Dadaist references. In fact, my parents said that my first word was Dada. Not that I'm trying to brag. Now. I mean, we haven't gotten much value out of the coupon. I gotta be honest with you, we just should not have taken Mom's Knife. Mom's Knife was actually not just a regrettable choice for taking some tension out of the run, but our rate of fire is so high, it's making it very difficult to hit enemies. Like, the knife speed is too fast. I can't reliably get the knife to stand on top of an enemy for long enough to kill them in one tick. Or one salvo, if you will. So we could use a tiers downgrade. I might even be of the opinion, and it is a rare situation, but I might even be of the opinion that a tiers downgrade with no benefit is actually a good thing right now. Just to make the knife a little bit more shootable. Well, actually, a little bit more shrootable. Of the Dwight variety. We should moon card out and take an item from Boss Rush, because we've already done Boss Rush's Eden. We do want to do the Hush fight. And to be honest, we probably could get away with it right now, but the damage is not good enough to be excited about it. Not to say we couldn't get it done, because Mom's Knife is kind of somewhat damage independent. Somewhat data independent. That was not smart. No deal. We take the negative. Both of these items are trash. At least right now. You give us Magic Mush. Not Magic Mush, but enough money. We got 2 item rooms. I mean, we got enough HP to survive for the time being, at least. We do want to make the Hush fight. We got so much time. We're like 5 minutes ahead of schedule for that. So your boy is 0% sweating that. But he is kind of like 2% sweating because 26 degrees Celsius in the office. There we go. Whenever I say that it's hot in this office, people try to temperature-splain me. It's extremely annoying. Haven't you ever heard of a fan? Well, actually, we have central air. You have your central air on in September? Make up your freaking mind. What is it? Is the room improperly ventilated, or is it too ventilated? I don't know. Here's why the room gets too hot at all times. It's like 6 feet by 8 feet, so it's quite small. It has no window. It does have a ventilation, like an air duct in it. However, this room with the door closed, me spouting hot air everywhere, plus, you know, the ambient body temperature. Oh, this is a new room. Well, to whom much is given, much is tested, right? And then, like, where the thermostat is in open space. Stays cooler longer. You know, my wife's office ends up getting extremely cold. So we kind of... Man, key bum. Fantastic. We're kind of in a no-win situation. She's too cold, I'm too warm. So we both just kind of suffer to the degree that is, you know, capable. And adjust the thermostat when the other's not looking. That being said, if it's 26 degrees Celsius, why am I wearing a hoodie? Because I like it, okay? A hoodie, it's like adult pajamas that you can sort of wear outside. No restock, unfortunately. We got a key for free. We will take this. I think we'll pay 7 cents for a pill. And then I used it indiscriminately, which is not a very smart idea. Let me just get this hoodie completely off here. Woo! Woo! Not really. I haven't showered yet today. I got in a ridiculous... I wouldn't call it an argument, because I think it's more like... I mean, the wafer is extremely good. It's more like a verbal sparring thing, you know? People watch the NLSS, they want to get in arguments that are like pseudo-logical extremes because it fits the brand of the show. I can respect that. I understand it. I was like, you know... I shower once a day. No matter what. Because at first I was like, sorry I had to shower. And then Chad was like, why are you showering on a Sunday? One person in chat said that, I should say. And then I was like, I shower every day, even if I never go outside. And then somebody else was like, only showering once a day? And then they made the gross face. So make up your mind, you know, cosmopolitan group of numerous amounts of people with differing opinions. Why can't you just all agree on this one thing? I said that showering once a day is average twice a day if you go to the gym. Some people looked at me and said, you know, showering once a day, that's gonna make you spend 10 extra cents a month on water. And some people said, showering once a day, you must be real stinky. The answer is both of those are true. I can be stinky and also spend an extra 10 cents a month on water. It's a happy medium. Oh right, we can actually keep the pills now that I think about it. Because of the, oh, you idiot. Yeah, I should have, we haven't had the backpack in so long. I forgot, we might as well take this because we have the wafer. I forgot that we actually could have taken 2 spacebar items. So we could have taken, oh my lord. Maybe Magic Fingers would have been the better call, along with the coupon. Although we could still use the coupon. Like, it might end up coming in handy if we do go to the Hush fight. But to be honest, as nice as this run is, and it's pretty good, we royally messed up by taking Mom's Knife, and also we haven't gotten a single damage up over the whole freaking game. Not to mention every pill is paralysis, apparently. Except for the ones that are luck down. Truth is, like, what's worse, a paralysis pill or a luck down? If you answered luck down, you are incorrect. They're both worth nothing right now. In fact, if you really wanted to be pedantic, you could probably make an argument that the luck down pill is better, as ridiculous as that seems, because PhD would turn it into a luck upgrade. That being said, we're kind of approaching ridiculousness. Range down might be effective. If we were forced to take the pills, I'd much rather take paralysis than a luck down. But if we're not forced to take either, and we know what they both are, they're both exactly the same. Complete junk. It's the way I see it, at least. It's the way America sees it, and it's worked out pretty well so far. Like, the knife going too fast is just a small subset of our problem right now. And it's manifesting itself as a disease. The disease here is that one touch of the knife doesn't kill even the most basic enemies. Normally that's, like, almost never an actual problem. But times are changing. Even, like, with a bunch of flies, including Rotten Baby, we're not really getting, the kind of damage output. Really, it's a time to kill sort of problem. Like, I want to kill these enemies faster, and, I don't really care by which means we're able to make it happen. I just want it to happen. The knife is not doing it as well as it normally does. So I might be content. Like, we're gonna make the Hush fight unless we really, really slow down. Kind of squandered our deal with the devil chances, as usual, but, we're gonna make the Hush fight. The question is whether or not we want to with, like, 3.4 damage. I would settle for a, you know, an Eden negative run. Obviously, like, if we could somehow make Mega Satan happen, that's a theoretical possibility. Please. Thank you, Infamy. Thank you, Infamy times 2 on the same room. One more hit, we can use 2 of diamonds, get the heck out of here. Okay. The bloat will be a test. Please stay still. One more attack. One more attack. We got him. And a deal with the angel would be incredible. Dang. Well, paralysis yet again. Small rock. 2 spirit hearts. Still good. Maybe an emperor or something. Hermit. Jeez, man. Down we go. Still waiting for our first damage upgrade of the game. Continue moving on here. It's one of those runs, I used to say it was a weird run, but this kind of run archetype happens more often than I think I give it credit for. We're going really fast, but we feel really weak. It's like being in a bad spaceship. I feel uneasy, despite the fact that you might look at it and go, "You're in space, you're going so fast, George." Why is it called a spaceship and not a space plane? I mean, it's got wings. Don't even get me started. What do you take to the airport? A shuttle. What do you take to the International Space Station? A space shuttle. It doesn't make any sense. This is what would happen if Seinfeld stayed on the air till now. Was a little risky and not very intelligent. Dude, I'm not even yanking your chain. This game is 100% luck downs. And paralysis pills. That's it. It's just luck downs, paralysis pills. The occasional chariot card. More keys. I'm starting to actually, especially given the size of the floor, I was just gonna say I'm gonna doubt our ability to make it the Hush, but actually, like, we have a 50% chance to deal with the Angel, could give us key pieces. We might be able to finagle a Mega Satan win, but you'll have to forgive me. This just seems like a tedious potential Hush fight. I don't really, even with a fully charged coupon and enough keys to go to those item rooms, I don't really want to do it. If we get incredible items, I might consider it right here, but let's see. Okay, I mean, we don't need HP yet, so Crown of Light is really useful. This also gives us a key piece, which gives us an outside chance at a Mega Satan fight. How would we do it? We'd have to get a Joker card. Where's our most likely chance to get a Joker card? You don't wanna know, because the answer is definitely through the blue womb. Now we gotta remember, when we leave, I mean, we could do Delirium, but not super into that idea. Well, it's actually pretty good so far. We want to leave to Shoal, is what I was getting at. Oh, Death's Touch, absolutely. It's also a Tears down. Oh, I thought it was a Tears downgrade. We'll take Rune Bag. We can make use out of Potato Peeler. We didn't get it, though. We got the Ladder instead. Lover's card is worth something. I think we do want to, like... What's wrong with my face? What happened? My images folder's corrupt. I think I want 1 cube of meat with a small damage upgrade. Stick with 2 of hearts, stick with the coupon. Like, what's all the textures are corrupted, dude. Do we want the pills still? I mean, they haven't done anything. We might as well take this. Do the pills do anything for us? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, the game is about to crash. Isaac Dash new game has stopped working. Any moment. We're back. Continue, please. Please be the same items. Looks like the same items. Alright, well, in that case, maybe don't take any of the items on there. Potato Peeler is not incredibly useful. Why did we have 13 damage when we walked in here last time? We had double damage. Why was that? Was it because we were at full HP, so the crown was active? It might be. Give me a sec. As soon as we buy a Potato Peeler, it just screws everything up. Yeah, okay. We're gonna roll with this then, in the hopes that it doesn't crash the game. So let's never go back into that room. So Potato Peeler was actually unbelievably useful, and I'm glad I got a chance to see that instead of just getting like an 8 damage bonus and not knowing what caused it. What caused it is being at full HP, which we could have done regardless probably, but I mean Crown of Light gets the full HP bonus is what I mean to suggest, but is what gives us the full HP bonus, rather. But Potato Peeler allowed us to not have to buy a red heart and get some extra damage out of the existing red heart that we have, plus giving us an orbital might be of some value as we get later and later here. Now, does it look like we're going to be able to fight Delirium? I'm not completely against the idea. We don't have Delirium done on Eden yet. The truth of the matter is, although it looks like this is kind of a plausible Mega Satan run, we need to get a deal with the devil to make it happen. And I don't know what the odds are there. However, I know that if we get the key, the second key piece, our odds of beating Mega Satan are much better than our odds of beating Delirium. We still got the whole floor of Delirium items to work in our favor as well. So the answer, I mean, quite truthfully, is just that I don't know. Maybe it's better, maybe it's worse. We're gonna have to make a decision pretty darn soon. One thing's for sure, though, it was a very fast Mega Satan fight. By Mega Satan, I mean the Hush, of course. And by the Hush, I mean Hush. I didn't want to distract you there with the wrong name. Okay. Eden's Blessing has appeared in the basement. That's fantastic news. That's a lovely item. I think I'm going to try Delirium. I don't love our odds, because the run is basically 150,000% dependent on the success of our damage right now. So if we lose the bonus from Crown of Light, we're in a weird spot. But we haven't lost the bonus from Crown of Light. Okay, I wouldn't say we're figuring the room out, but, you know, not taking as dumb of damage as we oftentimes used to. The Gauze is fine. Let's stack up this HP as high as it'll go. We have no teleporters, so we have to exercise some common sense. Essentially, just avoid... What's going on here? Avoid accidentally walking into the Delirium fight. Do some analysis on whether or not it's likely to be a safe boss or a dangerous boss. Or an undercover boss. That's the one you gotta worry about the most. Did you guys know they made a website based on undercover boss? Yeah, it's called Glassdoor. It's just not... I mean, Glassdoor is a real website. I'm just trying to... You know... Excuse me? Does it... The secret room is here? Why can I not see it? Pardon me? I'm a little confused and perturbed by this situation. Those are new enemies. I don't want to know what you do. Looks like high range, like sprinkler shots. Dude. That's a +8 damage upgrade. I don't know what it was. I can tell you what it wasn't. Definitely was not Hagalaz. So that's like an unbelievably strong Cricket's Head pickup. The coupon does nothing. You know, there's no shop down here. Excuse me. Safety Scissors is irrelevant. The more flies, the merrier. These are new enemies as well. Oh, they're not new enemies. We've seen them before. Could be worse. Every bomb is like a 1 in 3 chance at a Spirit Heart when you find a blue fire, so... Fairly content there. Continue taking the bombs. The keys, largely irrelevant. Ah, that was bad damage. I think if this is Delirium, I'm okay with it. We did leave our 2 of Hearts card behind. We should go back for that. Did I leave it behind like a floor ago? Where did it go? I don't see it. Oh, no, I do see it. Okay. We'll go back for it en route. The other thing is we could use Yara. We could double some Spirit Hearts, but we could also double our 2 of Hearts card, which would give us a lot of renewable HP for the Delirium fight. Assuming... Oh, no, because we can't carry 2 in with us. That's fair. Might be better off just doubling Spirit Hearts. If we find any. Another Yara rune. What I'm getting at is just that multiple Two of Hearts don't do anything for us. Until we get, like, Polydactyl or something like that. The Gauze. Always happy to get a Gauze rune. We could have doubled that. We could have actually quadrupled that. You're not wrong. Starting to think that we made the right decision to come down here. But the Delirium fight, you know, it has humbled many of us in our days. No. No thank you, sir. I'm not interested in buying what you're selling. Mama Gertie. AKA another easy free item. We'll take the HP. Ansuz. So, we know that one of the 3 boss fights that's not that one or the one that the 2 that we're about to go into is going to be Delirium. I think it could technically be the one on the right, but it's very unlikely given how the floors generate. Keep in mind, we have the wafer as well. I just remembered. We actually have way more HP than it seems like we do. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. I think, you know, there's a clever, I wouldn't call it a get out of jail free card, but there's a clever path that we can take. Where, you know, we get hit, maybe we get down to 2 HP, let's say. We use 2 of Hearts. The guys again. We use 2 of Hearts, get back to full HP, then every time we take damage, we could use the potato peeler and get a little damage bonus. Stay at full HP. I'm not sure if that's actually relevant past this point, but stay at full HP and also get another level cube of meat as well. Kind of an interesting thought process, although it's extremely unlikely to be relevant. It might seem like we got like an easy stomp here, but I do want to remind you that I doubt that that's going to be the case once we, or slash if we lose Crown of Light. Because that's going to have our damage, I think. I think have it like full stop. Halve it, if you will. Because I think we're going to lose the full bonus from Cricket's Head as well. Like, it's not like Cricket's Head is going to continue to give us half of what it... Sorry, 100% of what it had already given us. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense here. Regardless, we found Delirium. It's one of the few times over the course of this whole run here that we're going to be happy that our knife has such ridiculous range. Did we accidentally, like, completely kill? I don't know how we did it. We did, like, 90% of Delirium's health in a millisecond. Infamy is putting in work, by the way. I don't know what we did, dude. But Delirium just got screwed over. There goes any desire to have to dodge. Alright, easy win. I'm glad I went for Delirium. It was a weird run. I kind of wish we stuck with Not Mom's Knife, but, you know, our damage definitely came through in the end regardless. We get Eden's Soul. Dude, that is an awesome item. I'm actually happy to have it. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.